everyone.
Hello,
and welcome to the Book Coven. I'm Lillian, and today I'm going to be taking you through what I'm reading this week. First up, we got Voices in the Snow by Darcy Coates. This is Chelsea's first pick for our Winter Chills month, and you can listen to our podcast review on it in a few weeks. I'm not that far into it. All I'll say about this book is there's some mysterious blizzard, and this gal gets trapped in a mansion with someone who may or may not be a shifty murderer, kidnapper. It happens. Hope she gets out. I'm also reading House of Leaves. If you're familiar with our podcast, you know that I absolutely hate this book. And to be honest, I still hate it. I'm starting from the end of the book, the appendix, because people said that there are a lot of clues in there, which makes it easier to understand the rest of the book. I'm still lost, but maybe I will come out with a better view of this book. I don't want to tell you what it's about because, first of all, it's so hard to explain. And if you haven't read it, it's best that you go into it not knowing anything. It's a spooker of a book. That's all you need to know. So come with me as I go about my day. Usually I read around 50 pages at breakfast. So I'm going to go prepare that in my first tea of the day. And I'll let you know how I feel about the books as I go throughout my day.
My name is Chelsea. I'm planning on getting through both of these this week. So the first one is Voices in the Snow. My second book is Toil and Trouble. Now this is an anthology, so every story in the book is written by a different author, and it is a YA novel. So we've been reading a lot more YA lately, and I definitely don't mind. This one is great because I really enjoyed Hex Life, so I was really excited when another witchy anthology was released. So far I've started it, and so far so good. The first story really dives in there. The only thing is that with witchy YA, there's a lot more magic missile type real magic, really intense magic, whereas Hex Life is a lot more realistic and natural magics, natural witches. I kind of prefer the natural witches and the less magic a little bit more, but whatever, it's still good. So far so good with these ones, and every story, has a different vibe to it because it's a different author, and I find that so fun because if you don't like one, it's gonna be over pretty fast. So that's the plan, is to pop these two out this week. So come along with us, see how we read, where we read, and let's see how we enjoy these books. We won't give too much away for Voices in the Snow, just because we have the review coming out in December. So this is the first one for December. The second one will be Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. Let's get to it.
Making some eggs. Look at those eggs. Damn. Look at that toast, Chelsea. Some kind of cheese. I went crazy because it's Sunday. I put cheese in here too because it's Sunday. It's cheese day.
Lillian, I can't have cheese, so my breakfast is toast and vegan bacon.
It's important to give yourself a nice, calm, quiet, soothing reading environment where you can really just focus all your attention on the book at hand. Right now, I'm starting in on Voices in the Snow. and I'm about 100 pages in so far, and things are finally getting sort of interesting, but the main character is making horrifyingly bad decisions, and I'm very disappointed in her.
As for Toil and Trouble, so far I've liked all of the stories except one was kind of about like a witchy midwife, which was cool, but I didn't quite like the layout as much. And another story was a little bit quick with how it read. So like it felt like the author wanted to put so much more into the story, but had to like really cut it short because this is an anthology of short tales. So I feel like if that story got to be a bit longer, it would probably be really good. But I'm also going to do a full review of this book when I'm finished.
Tarot is an important part of my day. Let's consult the Moon Power deck to see what I need to know about the upcoming chapters that I'll read today for this Voices in the Snow. Already shuffled this deck. Wow. The Eight of Swords. Failure. Not wanting to accept what you need to do. That checks out.
Okay, so I'm actually halfway through Voices in the Snow, and I don't know how I feel about these characters. I don't really like either of them. You're kind of stuck with just the two characters since they're stuck in a snowstorm after a car accident, and I just find that she's making a lot of poor decisions, and they don't, I don't know, neither of them vibe or gel with me. So whatever, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping for some epic violence, but
Time for some House of Leaves tarot. I asked what the overall vibe of the book is for people who haven't read it. And I got the Queen of Pentacles, which is like personal growth. Which, I mean, yeah. Do they grow in a positive way? That's up to your interpretation. I don't think it goes well for anyone. I also asked how I would feel after I reread this book. And I got the Ten of Swords, which, yep. I can already relate to that, so looks like I'm not going to come out of this with positive views on this story. Oh well.
sometimes you want a game and you want to read. So, just casually reading Toil and Trouble while saving lives, says Moira in Overwatch. I wonder what Lillian's doing today. Okay, so quick update. I finished Voices in the Snow. I have many thoughts on it. I gotta say, it does work as a standalone book. It is the first in a short series. It works as a standalone. It was kind of dull. I think I was expecting maybe too much, but I was expecting a lot more than I was given in this book. So there's that. But our second pick for Winter Chills, Lillian has chosen Stephen King, Dreamcatcher. So I'm going to start reading that. I am not yet finished Toil and Trouble. I am loving it. I think I'm going to make some tea.
My main House of Leaves achievement today was to read through the Pelican poems, which start on page 573. I won't show you them in case you haven't read the book. These bothered me a lot when I first started reading this book, and they still bother me. I don't understand their relevance. I tried to look it up. The internet did not give me any answers that I was satisfied with. I didn't look too hard because the answers I did get were annoying, and I didn't want to deal with it before bed.
And that's a wrap on our combined reading vlog for November. We partly enjoyed the books, we partly hated some of the books, and that's okay. We'll have more for December, which I'm pretty excited about. But please check us out on our podcast, which is on this YouTube page and anywhere you get your podcasts. You can find more stuff on Instagram at the.book.coven. Thanks so much for watching. Stay excellent.